cry.
What's the sense of hurting my pride?
I really can't
Oh, baby,
stay.
don't hold out, baby.
Oh, but
it's cold outside.
It's time now for Seen and Unseen, tonight's edition. Verboten Christmas songs and gross toys. Last week we told you about a station banning, well, you just heard, Baby It's Cold Outside, from their airwaves. And now a new ABC piece suggesting that other songs could be just as problematic. So if the left-wing Grinches have their way, you may have to stop singing all the songs you love to sing. Really? Joining us now with all the details, Raymond Arroyo, Fox News contributor, New York Times bestselling author of the Will Wilder series. All right, Raymond, what in the good Lord's name is going on?
Laura, ABC and others are trying to create their own index of prohibited Christmas songs, starting with It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Gender Rigidity. Watch.
A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls will talk and we'll go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen.
Now,
that line is offensive, Laura, because, here's the quote, it offers no help in dispelling the myth that dolls are just for girls and guns for boys. Now, songs reflect an era. This was written in 1951 by Meredith Willson.
It also reflects reality.
Right.
My sons can find a gun in any twig pile or any...
Well, when my boys were little, they'd turn Lego into guns. It doesn't matter. You could take guns away from them. They'd find sticks and turn it into guns.
Yeah, I mean, that's so
They
what?
naturally
Not all
gravitate
boys
to
like that, but a lot of them
now, do. Now, ABC's also targeting the Eartha Kitt hit, Santa Baby.
Hate this song.
Oh, well, listen.
Okay.
Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be oh so good if you check off my Christmas list.
Now, Laura, they say that song is full, ABC does. It's full of sexual...
unlike everything else on ABC.
Right, everything else in the culture. And they say
Are you kidding me?
It implies all that a woman must do to end up on Santa's nice list. All the songs from this era, Laura, were about innuendo, but they weren't gratuitous and explicit,
it wasn't,
unlike the age we find ourselves.
When Santa said ho, 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 it went one thing. Now, but in other songs, it might mean something else.
They're going to ban your show if you keep
Well,
this
no,
up.
I'm saying they can do anything and say anything that is the most objectifying of women and, frankly, men as well. And they're like, oh, this is free expression. Turn it off if you don't like it.
Well, here's Mariah Carey's hit, All I Want for Christmas.
Oh,
it, too, ABC put on their list of do not play during the holidays. Now, they say they say this focuses on a woman wanting nothing but a man for Christmas. It's not the most empowering or evolved message for women. God forbid they listen to Blue Christmas or What Are You Doing New Year's Eve? Those are all desperate people, you know, wanting a partner. This is called human experience. It's what song is meant to capture. Love, sex, desire.
So the Stones can't get no satisfaction? That's okay with them, though?
I guess. You know, these people should go in the corner and hum Greensleeves to themselves. I'd tell them to sing Ave Maria, but blessed among women might cause problems because where are the men and the others?
Oh, no. Let's get to some of the more sought-after toys this season, Raymond. What are they?
Now, well, this is related, Laura, to the song bans we're talking about, because on the one hand, they're playing Puritan, saying, you can't listen to that song, it's too gross. On the other hand, the hottest toys of the season are so gratuitous and disgusting, I hesitate to even share them with you. One is called
go ahead.
Pimple Pete. Here we go. Pimple Pete. You actually squeeze and twist his zits for points.
What?
And if you pull too hard, look, it's a video. If you pull too hard, his nose explodes and the mega zit juice will wash across the players. How do you imagine this?
I dated someone like that.
Well, this is something I used to try to avoid. Now you play it for fun.
Well, it's all part of life.
How about this one? Flush and Frenzy. You plunge the toilet, and after you hit it a number of times, okay, once you plunge it too many times, the poop goes flying and you have to catch it. Now, why are we teaching our children to play with feces? Why?
My son, Nico, never flushes the toilet. So if this encourages him to flush ever, how many times do I say to him, Nico, have you flushed? Yes. I said, oh, really? I have to be the poop police and go over it and
if
say...
that poop's flopping out of the toilet, you got big plumbing problems in the Ingram
No, but
household.
remember, what was your favorite toy growing up? Like, did you like
My favorite
Battleship
toy?
or like Rock'em Sock'em Robot?
My
That was
favorite
awesome.
my favorite toy was a Nerf gun. I had this Nerf gun, and I broke things in the house, and it wasn't pretty.
Battleship?
We have to talk for a few moments about the Bush funeral now.
Something important.
This is very important. There were some moments we want to decode for you. The body language was quite revealing. Now, here are the former presidents and their wives before President Trump's arrival. Okay. You can see they're interacting here. Go full screen on this, guys. They're jovial. They're interacting. Everybody's talking and happy. Michelle and President Clinton are laughing. Then President Trump arrives. He shakes President Obama's hand, grudgingly shakes Mrs. Obama's hand. Catch the look on Mrs. Obama. Now everybody suddenly becomes still lives at Madame Tussauds. Look at Hillary. Hillary wouldn't even look down the aisle. She is staring at that altar
Hillary hasn't
like her life depends on it.
She hasn't averted her gaze. So, is there anything you can tell us about? Well, there was one point where Donald Trump crossed his arms.
He did during the service. He did cross his arms.
Crossing arms is not the best because it looks
a protective gesture.
It's like it looks like you're worried about something. You're like
it's a protective gesture.
Loosen up.
Well, they were icy and a bit cold to him, and their body language, which was open and before you arrived, suddenly got very rigid.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah. And then later, President Bush came in, and he greeted each of the people in the first pew. Watch this. Look at the reaction. Then he hands Michelle Obama a mint. Remember, he handed her a mint at the McCain funeral. So look at the change.
Slow-mo. I like the slow-mo move.
But again, everybody kind of warms up,
laughing,
but he steps right over.
Well, let me say, W is funny as all get out.
He's a very
is so funny,
guy. Yep.
and I thought he did a great job today.
He did.
I got teared up. That was,
it was a very moving tribute to his father.
Question, we're out of time. What was it with the overcoat?
President Trump came in with the overcoat.
He got hit on Twitter for the overcoat.
Well, it was
walked into
outside.
the overcoat, and then he handed it to the Marine.
He handed it to the Marine who took it all, outside and put it in the car.
They're like, that's an autocrat because maybe he was cold.
Yeah, maybe he was cold and walked in with the coat and forgot to leave it in the car. It's not the end of the world. But the interplay between the presidents, always interesting to watch.
All right, fantastic. And coming up, by the way, green sleeves. Now I'm going to have that in my head.
Don't you love green? I love green sleeves. I'm going to go home.
Depressing song. All right, coming up, why is leftist celeb Tom Arnold calling out African-American gun owners? This can't miss debate next.